All right, ready to start?
Okay.
You open up with Psalm 49:11.
Okay. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 49, verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations.
Yep, and just stop it right there. All right, first and foremost, we'd like to give our honor and glory to Yahweh, by Shem, Yahweh, by Shem, Kakwadash, double honor to our apostles, a great millstone, well, peace and blessed to the house of David, the elect. All right, and it was a hobbit to my left. And this lesson is basically debunking the narrative that Esau has always been. Because get to the Thessalonians, he said in the temple of the Most High. All right, because Esau wants to be the great he is. Because before you came into this truth, based on what you've seen in the media and what you've seen in school, Esau was the Egyptians. Esau was everybody in power. The Babylonians. He was Adam, the Assyrians. Yeah. So he was Moses. So he was the oppressor and the oppressor.
Caveman.
The caveman. But it's like, no, you were the caveman. We were civilized. So Esau constructed a different storyline to run the planet Earth. That he is the great he is, man. That he's always been and he always will be. And our people think that Esau has always been in power and he's always going to be in power, man. But he is not the Most High. All right.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Yep.
Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High.
You exalt yourself above all that is called the Most High. That's the only reason that can explain how you genetically modify existence. Fish, glowfish, right? But they took the elements, the genetics, I want to say of a starfish or some type of jellyfish that naturally glows, and put it into a damn betta fish. All right, and that's a glowfish, man. You genetically modify food, so you think you get stuff from the farmer's market, but guess what? Monsanto plant the seed there, man. Nigga, you extol yourself above the Most High, man. All right.
Trying to make trannies have babies, trying to do a uterus implant,
See, you niggas are blinded by Christianity to the point where you don't understand that there's a devil ruling the planet Earth. There's a psychopath ruling the planet Earth. And what a psychopath does is that he gaslights, he deflects. So he did to get the spotlight off him. He created a narrative that everybody else on the planet Earth were defective and needed to be civilized, needed to be incriminated. So either you're a terrorist, a goddamn savage, a criminal, a thug, or an immigrant. But where is this? Where is this accusation?
Yeah.
Where is this stigma?
Well, he got all the power.
He got all the power. Why does everybody on the planet Earth have to be checked by the so-called white man, or have to be Esau has to come in to play hero with your ass? Who's gonna come in to play hero with you? Yahweh Shai's gonna come and play hero with your ass. All right, go ahead.
And it says, who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he is the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
Going back to the book of Maccabees, man, you painted yourself as the Most High. Then you did it again back during the Renaissance period, man. Cesare Borgia, man. You had Pope Alexander VI of Rome hire Leonardo da Vinci to paint his son as Yahweh Shai, basically, man, as the Messiah, and ran with it. And then we got programmed with that shit, man. And it's blasphemy, man. You sitting in the temple of the Most High, man. And that's mind control. That's why when Jake see another Jake, he don't have no respect for him.
Yep.
When you see Edom, it's a natural respect for him.
It's a whole different. You see Esau, Jake get right. Jake start back working.
Yep.
Jake whole dialect change.
Yep.
His whole vocabulary change.
He articulated sentences and shit.
He used ER because
because you think that nigga's God.
Yep.
Really, the world think he's God, man. All right. That's why, and what he did, he changed the whole storyline of what happened before him. So before he came into power, everybody was primitive. All right. And now he has the, if you don't have his Western ways, his demonic ways, you're primitive, you're regressive.
Yeah, you got the mindset that we better off in America.
Yep.
You know,
yep.
I'm glad I'm in America.
Yep.
You know, because Esau painted like America is the pinnacle of existence.
Yep.
You see, like it don't get no better than this, man.
Yeah.
You see, even Drake said, even that wicked nigga Drake said, he don't see heaven being much better than this, man.
Yep.
Showing you the mindset that our people have, man.
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
I got it quick for you.
Okay, come on.
This is Ezekiel 28, and I started at 2. Says, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord power, because thy heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am God, I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not the Most High. Though it says, though thou set thine heart is the heart of the Most High.
Yeah, that's you, Esau. All right, starting with the Rothschilds, man. All right, you're the prince of Tyrus, man. All right, you have that God. You literally have a God complex, man. All right, but guess what? The Most High. It says the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right, so the Most High controls the heart of the king. All right, he could. That's why in the Daniel the 5th chapter, it says it refers to the king of Babylon, and it said whose hand is the breath of the Most High. No, whose breath is the hand of the Most High. So the Most High controls you, man. You're one of the Most High's puppets. Okay.
Yeah. Then you go back to the history of Tyre. You know, there was a country. You know, it's set in the middle of the water, similar to America does today, and it was rich off of trade.
Yeah, because the hoard is set upon many waters.
Yep. And it was hard to take down Tyre. You know, eventually Alexander, you know, took it down, but that was one of his hardest places to conquer, you know, was Tyre. You know, but they was proud for a long time, man, because it was a great merchant city, man. And America comes in that same spirit, man. You know, think that they are, you know, a god, man.
Yeah.
You know, because when you got all this money coming in, when a lot of people need you, depend on you, you get this God complex, man.
That's why it says pride come before a fall.
Yeah.
And that's why like Esau projects himself as given to the poor.
Yeah.
That's a God complex, you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna skip down and jump to verse 6, get to the point. It said, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, because thou hast set thy heart as the Most High, thy mind, which you went into earlier, you know, because Esau said, look, we can create food. You know, this nigga trying to 3D print food, man.
Yeah.
You see, that's his mind. He says, you know, women, men can have children. He's trying to push it for men to have children. You know, he's turning the animals gay. He turning his mind as the Most High, as if he is, man, like he can alter existence, man.
There's this movie called Hunger, where this madman, this insane man, had several normal people kidnapped, and they were underground for 30 days, and the only thing they had to drink was water. And he experimented to see how they react in 30 days, and basically they were forced to go into a degenerate state to where they started to eat on each other or try to kill each other. But what happened was, the reason why he did that, because when he was a little boy, he got into a car accident with his mom. He was stuck in the car several days or weeks. He started to eat on her flesh. He was alive, and his mom died, but he started to eat on her flesh for survival. So what he did, he wanted to make those people the same as him to prove that he wasn't crazy. And so what Esau's doing, he's a natural degenerate on the planet Earth. He has an innate disposition of degeneracy. So he wants to make everybody else an extension of him. All right.
It says, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their sword, their arrows, beginning with Russia, China, and Iran, which they just had a joint, you know, military drill out there in the Caucasus Mountains, man. And it says, against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness, they shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas. That's the point. Verse 9, wilt thou yet say before him that slaved thee, it says, I am God, but thou shalt be a man and no God in the hand of him that slaved thee. The Most High finna embarrass Esau. You see, all this pride, like you said, all the pride that Esau has. What's the worst thing you can do to someone proud is embarrass them. You know, just why a lot of Jake could kill you if you embarrass them too much, man. Like these degenerate wild niggas, man. You know, they kill you if you embarrass them, man. Like you roast that nigga in front of some bitches or something. You know,
attack his image.
Jake could kill you, man. All right. So, what's the worst thing you can do to someone proud is to embarrass them in front of the masses, man. That's what the Most High finna do to Esau. He's gonna embarrass this nigga in front of the masses, man. Yeah. You see, with the other nations at first, and then Yahweh Shai gonna really take it down, man.
And that's why the scripture says pride go before a fall. All right. Job
the 14:5.
Yeah. Set a bound.
Yep.
Because you actually got people, Israelites. People, mankind, thinking that this is just the way it's gonna be forever.
I know why they tell you we talk about the end. What they say, oh, that can be 200 years. And that's not in my lifetime, because they look at this system and they think there's no way this could end in my lifetime. You know, this is Job 14:5 says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
So you have a weakness, Esau. And your weakness is, for one, you didn't put yourself in power, and secondly, your kingdom has an expiration date. And you know when you use that little telescope and you see those chariots and you see them even in your terrain on the planet Earth, you know what time it is, man. You know that that's the Sandman coming to get you off that Apollo stage. You know that that's the what do you call it, the Oscars, and you say that speech and they play the music. You know that music it's time to wrap it up, man. You see those chariots, we see those prophets, and that's their music saying it was a nice performance, but it's time to wrap it up, man.
It's a listen.
Yep. Yeah, cut.
Wrap it up.
Yep. Is it? It's over with, man.
Yeah. All right. Hey, you know, fulfill, you know, your wickedness, man.
Yeah.
You know, you will set up, you know, to showcase, all right, the righteous seed, you know, the result of leaving wickedness unchecked.
Yeah.
You see, there was a Most High showing you, okay, since y'all want to deal and dabble with wickedness, I'm gonna show you what wickedness is in rulership. I'm gonna put this nigga in charge.
Yeah.
You know? But see, you would just, like Esau like to do experiments. You was a experiment. You was a project, man. Yeah. You was a case study for the righteous to be at the bottom and to yearn, all right, for righteousness to be back in the earth, man. You see, but see, now we learned that lesson. Yeah. So what's you through?
Because basically the end result is mental illness. Well, that's not even the end result. The end result is destruction.
Yeah.
But before you get to that destruction, the average American has a case of mental illness, man. If you think a trans woman is a woman, are you mentally ill?
Yeah.
If you think it's okay to be a homosexual, you're mentally ill, man. If you think the Most High has leprosy, you're mentally and spiritually ill. Okay. So if the Most High doesn't get this man out of rulership, we're not gonna really produce another generation.
A man above a woman. I mean, a
woman above a man.
You know, you mentally ill, man.
Yeah.
You see, nature itself showed you, you know, who should be in power, man. You know, why would the Most High give the most strength to the inferior if he's supposed to follow, you know, something that's weaker than him? That don't make no sense, man. You know, but that's just like you say, one of the many examples of a mental illness, man.
Because I'm gonna just say this right quick. In America, you're taught that men are naturally wicked by nature. But in the Eastern world, in our homeland Jerusalem, you're really taught to beware of the nature of women. Beware of women. Don't give your soul over to women. All right, that's another, you know.
This is Lamentation 4:21.
Yep.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz.
Who's the daughter of Edom, man? Esau.
Yep.
All right, and now Uz is America.
Yep.
Because that's your main habitat. Go ahead.
It says, the cup also shall pass through into thee.
What was the cup, bro? It was fucking slavery. What we experienced from 1619 until now, it really started in 1492 when that first plague came over here called Christopher Columbus. All right, with the so-called Native Americans, which is the Northern Kingdom of Israel. All right, that was that cup being passed on to us. We had to drink that cup, man. The dregs and all. But guess what? Now that's expired. Now it's time for you to drink that cup. You know?
And it says, Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Why do you think everywhere you go, you hear a celebrity talking about what the chosen was? And not that they held, they may not have all the truth, but every time you step out, you might see somebody with fringes on.
It's a spirit in the earth.
It's a spirit in the earth, man. Eve going natural. She taking them contacts out of her eyes for the most part. All right. Jake out here wearing fringes, got a beard. All right. Jake out here to my brother. Jake calling each other brother now. It's still wickedness in the earth, but hey, it's a different spirit now, man. Because our prison sentence is accomplished, man. All right. What happened on the planet Earth, you transferring a whole nation of people from one continent to the next was not by man's power. That was a divine judgment being played out on the planet Earth to a certain group of people. Now we're finna see another great divine judgment take place.
We're finna go back east, man.
Yeah, by way of chariots, man.
Yep. Man, we finna round you up, man.
Yeah, man.
They finna come back. They same cup. We were rounded up.
Yeah.
You finna be rounded up, man.
Yep. Pulling out them caves.
Yep. Going straight to work, man. You see?
Yep.
And it says, like the brother said, the vibration of a new kingdom, man.
Yeah.
It's a new kingdom on earth, man. All right.
The women of other nations getting thicker. It's a lot, bro.
Yeah. You can't leave that
out. Yeah.
It says verse 22, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. Hey, man, that's one of the most beautiful sounding scriptures that you could read in this day and age. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. All right, that's the most beautiful thing you can hear right now, no matter what you're going through. It's the end of a prison sentence, man. All right. Because it's like being in prison without knowing how long you got.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then he sent a deputy through and say, your sentence is about to be over.
Yeah.
So
really nothing even matters as far as what's going on in that prison anymore.
Nah.
Don't even focus on that no more.
Keep it simple till you get out.
Keep it simple till you get out. Lay low.
Yeah. It says, O daughter of Edom, he will discover thy sins.
Hey, and that's what he's doing, because what did it say also in Thessalonians? It said a wicked man be revealed. So now everybody knows about the Illuminati. Nobody trusts anything that the government says. 10 minutes later, it's on Facebook getting debunked.
Oh, you seen what it said? The brother put on Kick. It's only 9% of the people, trust this vaccine that they're finna come out with. Only 9%, man.
So you know what that means? Forced vaccinations. Forced vaccinations, man.
Yep.
Hey, man, the just gonna have to live by faith, man.
Yep.
All right.
And it show you that the word is affecting this man's system.
Yeah.
You see, all we need is the truth. Esau kingdom falling, man.
Because he no longer has the television.
Yeah.
See, up until like 2006, 2007, Esau just hit the television. So it wasn't nobody else. There was nobody else to challenge the narrative.
Yeah.
Well, he had the media. He had 100% control of what was going to influence the people, man. Then the Most High set up that unicorn. Now there's another narrative challenging your narrative, and that narrative is the truth. All right, and that's the way is Esau behind it, because the way the Most High is behind this a lot, because it's exposing Esau, man. All right.
I got a quick one. All right. It says this is Sirach 37:25. The days of a life of man may be numbered. Remember, we just read about how his kingdom, has bounds on it, and it says, but the days of Israel are innumerable, man.
Yep.
That's the everlasting kingdom. You see, the Esau days can be numbered. We can go back to, like you said, 1492, until whenever the Lord cut them off, man. Hey, that's just going to be a timepiece in history when he ruled. You see? But the days of Israel are going to be innumerable. That's going to be the everlasting rulership, man.
That's why Esau was discovering a number of galaxies, which have an infinite number of stars, which are heat sources for an infinite number of planets.
True.
So you can't number it, man. Yeah. And there's the proof on that.
And then the brother from Birmingham brought it out when Esau find new parts of space. The Most High opening up some more. So let him see some more shit.
Really?
Yeah, he keep opening it up.
Yeah.
Because Most High gave him that challenge if he can measure the heavens
to
the sea. So the Most High torn with you, man.
Putting that carrot in front of your eye.
Yeah, man. You stop looking at our shit, man. Ain't got nothing to do with you, man.
Just enjoy your fucking vaccinations.
Yeah, you got too much work to do on Earth. All right, you'll never get to them planets, man. You'll be extinct by then, man.
Yeah,
you see?
Yeah. Just enjoy your little thing.
Rejoice and be glad.
Yeah. Daughter of Babylon.
Enjoy your last few little Applebee's meals.
Yeah.
You know, the Saints games.
Your sex dolls.
Yeah, your sex dolls. You know,
your plant-based burgers.
NFL Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, because it's over with, man. You know, this temporary shit over with. I can end on that.
Nah, you end it on that, bro.
Yeah, like you say, people look at this shit and like, you know, they think they're looking at eternity, man. This is a very low, you know, decrepit, you know, corruptible way of living. You know, this is 2 Corinthians 4:18. It says, "While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal."
Yeah, like your kingdom. All right.
It says, "But the things which are not seen are eternal."
Like our kingdom. And like you said, it can't be numbered. There's no bound, man.
Yeah.
That's why this is called a light affliction, man. Yeah. Even slavery, hey, compared to what we're about to get, that's a light affliction.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's why, you know, brothers, hey, transition out of the temporal and tap into the eternal, man. You know, which is, you know, within this ministry, man. Because outside this, everything else is temporal, man. It don't even matter, man. It matters less by the day. Just like the dollar is devaluing, this whole system is devaluing by the day, man.
Yeah, when an Edomite is becoming, how can I put this? When an Edomite is going to minimalism in his own society, when an Edomite decides to live in a tent for the rest of his life in his own society, tiny house in his own society, there's a trend going on called a nomadic lifestyle, where you leave the grid. Like Esau is escaping his own kingdom. So what should they tell you as an Israelite how you should be? You're supposed to spiritually be a nomad. You're supposed to spiritually unplug from this system, man. All right. Hey, but you know, I'm gonna bring it to a closing. Hey, with that, we hope the brothers are edified. Once again, we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Shem, Yahweh, by Shem, Kakadash, double understar apostles, a great millstone, well. He's the best in the house of David the elect. Till the next time, Shalom.